Oh, hello. How's the sound? Wait, Jake. Someone please tell me if this sounds good. Help! Oh, it's way too late for this. I was gonna stream a lot earlier. But then everything happened. You know when everything just happens? Anyway, tonight we're having a little drink and a little character designing for my new comic. This is tonight's drink. So it's right there. At least I hope I do. Here's the thing. I like Streamlabs, but half the time it feels like it doesn't do what I want it to do. Okay, please put the thing in the thing. No? Hello? I'm very tired. It's like almost 9 p.m. Oh no. Although the streaming is just not liking me. It's got telling me it's skipping frames, which is bad. But it's kinda hard to fix that right now. So please bear with me. It's bouncing between good quality and it's experiencing the issues. It'll probably be fine. but probably not. So tonight we're just gonna chill out and do some character designing for my new comic. I was gonna stream last week, but because it was Halloween, I ended up just kind of being in bed, eating over expensive popcorn, and just watching movies. Here, I'll drink. I actually already started designing the characters for this comic. But I lost the file. And I didn't want to look for it, because I was already late for streaming. If the audio is bad, you guys have to tell me, because I don't know. I was trying to install Soundtrack by Twitch, which is the new thing that released in September that Twitch is doing so people don't get, ban-hammered. But I couldn't install it because it kept telling me it needs Windows 7 or above when I think I'm using Windows 8. So I just had to go and download a bunch of royalty-free video game remix music. So it's just not empty silence and me stammering over it. Especially since, being that it's more of a chill drawing stream, I didn't want to just subject you guys to endless silence while I'm trying to figure out what I'm actually doing. Speaking of it, of which, this already looks terrible. But tonight's gonna be very, very low-key. I'm just trying to figure out these characters for the new comic. And today I'm using Clip Studio instead of Paint Tool High. I've been using Clip Studio for a while for drawing and stuff. But because I've been doing all of Maggie with Paint Tool High so far, I didn't want to just, switch in the middle of producing the comic. Once we get to chapter 2, or the second arc, spoilers I guess, I'll probably switch to Clip Studio Paint and figure out how to do it, how to do Maggie in Clip Studio Paint. But so far, all the stuff that I need to do Maggie, like the correct brushes and stuff, are all in Paint Tool side, and it's just so much of a pain to like shuffle everything over from one program to the other. See, I'm lucky because at least my style is fast, and I'm pretty fast at drawing. But it doesn't always work well. So, sometimes the drawing's just not good, you know? Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. Forgive me in advance, because... Okay, I'm good. I think I caught a cold, and it's not very bad, but it's kind of annoying. And I've already gotten off, like... I already had to deal with, like, October allergies, because I have a big ragweed allergy. So, now that allergy season is, like, tempering down, but not a lot, because where I live it's still, like, hot enough during October and November that ragweed still just keeps going. And so my allergy season is, like, 6 months. And usually it gets better in the actual winter, and, like, the Christmas and stuff. But not this time, because I got a cold right after. So for the past few days, I've just been sneezing all over the place, and my nose is completely stuffed, which is terrible because I also have asthma. And it kind of feels like I've just signed up to be sick the entire year. It's not good, but I can't take a day off because comics don't work that way. Anyway, I'm doing this new comic along with my other comic that's not Maggie, so I'll be drawing 3 comics. Because, you know, it's like, the more you work on something, the more exhausting it is, so you just want to kind of like do something else sometimes. So that's what I've been doing. Just chilling out and trying to draw when I want like a break from everything else I'm working on. I've been working on this comic. And it's been fun, but I'll, like, disengaging and working on something else. But at the same time, it's like, wow, the early stages of comic doing are so annoying. I've been lettering and, like, doing the panel lines and doing all the lettering and the speech bubbles, like, trying to do all of chapter 1, which is 42 pages at once. And it's so boring. And I can't get it done because I got so bored from the thing that's supposed to be like making work less boring that I just end up doing my actual work again that I'm getting paid for. So I guess it works in some sense of the word. Man, I don't know. Comics hard. It's just been like an awkward time to be working. Combination of just being sick all the time and having to do a bunch of comic work weekly. I'm exhausted. I legit slept for like 20 hours today because I couldn't fall asleep on Friday and just ate pizza and played Fortnite. Like, you know when you get to that point where you're, like, so tired you can't fall asleep? Yeah, not fun. So I've just been hanging out and playing video games whenever I can't sleep. But then you get too tired for video games. I really want to start updating Maggie, like, twice a week, because the plot does need to move faster. But at the same time, if I start updating twice a week and then I have to stop for a while because I'm sick or something, having breaks in the update schedule is really annoying. But I think this week I'll be updating on Wednesday and also Saturday. If we're lucky, which we're not always. Cause I have like 2 weeks ago I was also streaming Maggie working, and I was setting up all the next 6-ish pages before I actually started sketching them. I did sketch a little bit on stream, but if I can get those 6 pages done, we have enough of a buffer that I'm comfortable updating on a Saturday, in addition to the Wednesday update. And that's cool because the plot's about to ramp up. And once the plot ramps up, it'll be better if it's updating at like a faster pace. You know, it's like that comic of the dog that's like, play fetch, no give ball, just fetch. Except for me, it's like update comic, no work, just update. I already have like a good idea of what this character is gonna look like, and I've already drawn it for a few times. This is going by a little faster, but I'm still kind of trying to figure out like proportions and stuff. Yeah, I didn't I don't have tons of stuff. I've only been I accidentally blew my eardrums out with my volume. I need to set up my Twitch better. I've only been trying to stream regularly for like, I streamed once and then I skipped a week and now I'm streaming again. But the comics I work on are Maggie the Cats vs. Demons and another comic called Radioactive Underground, and this comic's not released yet. And I will put it on Twitch somehow at some point. But not today, because I already started super late. And I basically had to rush to get streaming done. I was about to start streaming, and then my mother turned the tea kettle at the same time as the oven, and the entire house went dark because tripped the circuit breaker. And I was already late because I woke up at like 7 p.m. Today hasn't been going in my favor. Then my computer didn't work. And it just, everything that could have gone wrong did. And at some point I have to do a better job setting up Twitch. But I already spent so much time like doing work and like working 8 or 10 hours a day on comics, and then I have to set up everything in terms of comics and do promotion and all that stuff that's really boring and has nothing to do with comics, but you have to do if you want people to read the comics. So good times. I like streaming, but it is kind of it ends up being kind of a waste of time. Oh, I hope Twitch didn't just break. Oof. Why are you lagging? All right. Let's no. Okay, can't do. Ah, there we are. Should be better now, but maybe not. Who knows? I'm not a professional, I'm just tired. We're just chilling today. One of these days there'll be a professional stream, but not today. Wow, this head is way too big. This isn't Moe Dad. I try to say Bud and Jude at the same time. Someone please help me. I am so out of it today. Oh man. I'm probably only gonna stream for like a couple of hours at most. How long have we been streaming? Yeah, okay, we've only been streaming for like 20 minutes. I should probably be sleeping more. Well, no, in fact, you don't need to draw good hands if you're just doing character design. This comic is gonna be about martial arts, so I get like I want to get like an important opportunity to do kind of more athletic characters, more defined muscles, but at the same time it's hard. It's got detail. Who wants to draw detail? I do, but I will complain about it like at every point. I had a decent vision of this guy from like when I was writing the comic, but actually putting it to paper is always kind of a rough time. That's fine. That's okay. We good. The first chapter was like 42 pages. So I hope people enjoy it, at least, and makes them excited to see the rest of the comic. But I do have to like spend more time just setting up on drawing martial arts and stuff. Okay, now everything's lagging. That's good. I don't need things to function. I'm fine. Kind of looks like crap. Well, whatever. This character design doesn't need to look good. Just needs to tell me how to draw the damn character. He's a little baby faced. Should maybe be a little rougher looking. But that's a consideration for later. Maybe it's fine. Maybe the jaw is kind of a... Oh yeah, that looks a little better. Not perfect, but better. This is more of an exploratory design than like the final design. Because I like to draw the comic. I like to draw like some pages of the character before I finalize the design. Because it's not until you're actually drawing the comic that you realize like what you want the character to look like and how it's easier to draw the character. So doing like a very strong initial design kind of ends up just like the more you draw the character, the more you learn about how they look in your head, how they can like perform the expressions you need them to. So spending a lot of time in character designs doesn't really do anything but make the character design sheets look good. Yeah, that's not important. The comic itself is more important. You gotta learn how to save time and cut time when it's necessary. Spending a lot of time doing things that will only like show up in behind the scenes posts and stuff. Yeah, that's not it. There's probably some people for which, like, doing a lot of studying on the character before they start drawing is helpful. I've always found that just ends up, like, kind of, what's the word? Not making it look worse, but it's kind of restrictive. Then again, the more... Oh shit, that's bad. I wish I knew why it's doing that. I'm wearing headphones, so there shouldn't be an echo, but... Tell me what's the problem, my dude. Streamlabs? No? Hold on, I gotta check the task manager. Oh no. Why did it do that? I don't know. Enjoy the like 2 seconds of my desktop. It's entirely possible that today is cursed. My antivirus is kind of draining resources. Okay, why does Streamlabs have so many tasks going on? Well, I did the best I could. I might have to just... That's the wrong one. I might have to just, once I'm done with the stream for today, I'll probably go ahead and handle this, change the settings slightly and look up how to make the stream better. I used to stream like a couple years ago. I streamed sometimes, but since then I changed from like OBS to Streamlabs, and also I'm just doing more things now, like face rig. So I'm still learning. It is just kind of a learning process here. Like, I'm not a streamer, I'm just a dude trying to draw some comics, and sometimes stream so people get attached to me and want to read my comics. The true end goal here is having people be like, oh, honey, and be attracted by my complete idiocy and debatable charisma, and end up reading the comic. Like, form a parasocial relationship with me and please give me money so I can draw comics. Like, goals. In 2021, we will be drawing comic and doing stream. Maybe. And eat less pizza. I've been on kind of a diet lately, because I thought I was fine with, given that I already worked from home before quarantine. I thought I'd be fine. Turns out, no, I did gain a bunch of quarantine weight. And this dude has to start exercising. This is not good, like... It's one thing to, like, to be a little heavier naturally. It's another thing to gain weight because you know you've just been lazing and hung out at home playing video games and eating pizza. So I've been going for walks and actually watching what I'm eating. Because I'm getting old. I can't pull off sick metabolism stunts. There we go. It's pretty much what I pictured it looking like while I was doing script writing. Yup, that's the wrong tool. But since we're here... There we go. This hair is maybe his hair is maybe a little too neat. He is supposed to be like kind of a very shonen character. It's very messy hair. I can go back to sleep even though I slept like 20 hours. Just that kind of day. I will take a nap at some point, but I'll probably just roll Sunday and Monday into one. Besides a small nap.
You'll never breathe, and you'll never touch the water. You'll never see the sights that
it's not good, it's okay, and that's the best I can hope for. It's never featured, I think. He looks a little too young for someone who's supposed to be like 18, 19. And the hair spikes need to be a little wilder and more defined. You know, people who draw like really realistic hair, I have no idea how they manage to like keep it consistent. Because if you draw really spiky, you can like count the little spiky stuff. But if you're drawing it realistically, I guess if you already draw realistically, trying to keep things consistent is already easy for you. But I'm not good at art, and just kind of a loser like that. You gotta do editing. Maybe make the little side hair wings a little longer. You got this little tuft of white hair coming out, and it goes up. So I don't want to do a lot of work on the bangs. This is fine, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think yours is probably like... Let's make this go out instead. Yeah, that's better. I think hair is probably like the thing that changes the most from Like, from the moment I draw the character to when I'm actually drawing the comic, like from page 1 to page 40, here is probably the thing that changes the most. Because you end up simplifying it, right? Let's give him 2 of these. I have kind of a bad habit to give characters very similar hairstyles, especially when you're doing like this kind of spiky anime hair thing. Yeah, I think that's fine. I have some. I'm gonna write down some notes. Oops. These are the best. Not my best work, but we'll figure it out. Today's for chilling and just exploring design. And when I'm actually drawing the comic, I'll think about it. Because I'm drawing the whole chapter in one chunk before posting, so I can go back and fix things. Which is a lot harder when I'm doing... Is my camera working? There we go. It's a lot harder when you're posting, when you're drawing every week to post every week. But I'm going to take a different approach with this comic. Because it is my third priority. Unless it gets popular. and then things will change. Not a good drawing, but I think it's decent enough to see what the character looks like. I have some notes like when you're doing character design. When I've seen other people do character design, and they spend a lot of time just trying to make the character design itself look good. Where I think it's more important to make it instructive and have all the information you need. Or the character design's fine, but when it actually comes to drawing the character several times, it ends up being kind of inconsistent, or the character doesn't have like strong identity because maybe it wasn't all well thought out. Oh wait, everyone's good at different things. And for me, I like having a good idea of what the character... Of keeping the character itself consistent. Like, this guy likes wearing three-fourth shirts. He has more of a plain clothing style. He has very neutral expressions. Also draw like of what the hair is supposed to look like. More simplified view. Just to keep the shapes in shape. About where the head ends. And just keep the landmarks in check. I'm not much of a... When it comes to drawing things, I have trouble instinctively knowing how proportions go. And one thing that's helped me is doing like... When I do have these character design sheets already made, I have this thing that just keeps a rough idea where the proportions go. Especially when you're drawing the character like in several, the head in several angles. Some people can pull that off naturally. I cannot. So I have to make do with just writing it down and then comparing it when I need to. I could never be an animator because I can't draw the same thing twice. I guess kind of he should have more of a slump, I think. It's more like his personality. But not too much of a slump. Doesn't really like, not very, it doesn't puff his chest out, but he doesn't like slump either. So I think I guess it's a neutral stance. Small things like, how does the character like exist when like it's like fighting games, you know, characters have like idle stances. So knowing if the character will like cross their arms or put them in their pockets when they're chilling helps to create the personality of the character visually. So you have a guy that's because he's the main character, so you don't. And some main characters have very heavy personalities. This guy doesn't. He's more of an internal guy, and leave like the big splashy things to the side characters. Now for his best friend, he's gonna be shorter than him. This guy, on the other hand, just slump a lot more. He's not super slumpy, but he doesn't hold himself with pride. He's just kind of there. Maybe a little too exaggerated. Hello. How are you doing today? I'm doing fucking terrible. Because this stream's not going well. And it took me forever to get it up. It is overloading my entire computer. And Streamlabs is screaming at me. But currently, I would have to exit the stream and just check all the options. I do not have the time for that. I'm tired. I want to go to bed. I want to go back to bed. Today's been kind of a mess. But on an unusual note, for once my parents were home during the weekend and my mom made food. I generally cook for myself because I'm a fucking adult. But it is always nice when I don't have to. And I ended up not. Oh yeah. Yeah, say I told you I didn't go to my grandma. But my mom was home, so I still didn't have to cook for myself. We had soup. Well, this guy has like. He's the main character. He's confident. He has some problems. He's very depressed, but he is confident enough in his abilities. His best friend isn't, obviously, because you know that's good character writing practice. You make the secondary character the foil to the primary character. So his stance is gonna be different. And one thing I always picture him doing is, instead of having, like, just letting his arms loose, maybe fold his other arm. Oh, well, just hanging out. Kind of protects his chest like that. And is a little more withdrawn. I'm having some... My brain's not entirely here. I'm drinking Mango Loco. It's over here. Look, I put a little PNG of my drink on stream because I thought that would be funny. I've been considering, like, as a hobby, because, you know, I don't have enough hobbies. So as a hobby, I can just make a YouTube channel reviewing energy drinks. I'm not gonna do it because that's more effort than I'm willing to put into anything that's not comics, but it would be pretty funny. This guy is kind of a problem for me because I've had some... I can picture his face well, but when it comes to like what he wears, it's a little more complicated. Like when you're doing something that's like not fantasy. This is sci-fi, but it's not gonna be like super sci-fi. It's like 20 minutes into the future kind of thing. For male characters, it's kind of hard not to do something other than just t-shirt and jeans. Like, even in real life, all my friends, male or female, we all just wear t-shirt and jeans. Also, this is set during the summer, so I can't give characters, like, heavy clothes. It all has to be light clothes that are appropriate for the summer. So, you know, what the fuck do I draw these guys in? I think maybe plaid shirts. That might be nice. I thought also always having him wear stripes could be cool. I think originally in the first character design sketch that I drew, now I can't find, I was doing a shirt over a longer shirt and with a pattern on. I think that's fine. Nobody questions it too much if characters... Oh yeah, just have people go naked. Make it like a sumo manga instead of just general martial arts, and you never have to design clothes. Pro tip. Or just make a comic about nudism. I think that's appropriate for him. That kind of a layered look. Like, be it character design or your own fashion sense, layers are always really good. But it is kind of weird if you're setting the comic in like July and you have people like in jackets. Actually, there was another character that I didn't realize until I was drawing it. That, you know, since he's kind of a fashionista, kind of a hype beast, and I was thinking about giving him like a puffy jacket, a puffy fashion jacket, like street fashion. But then I realized he's not gonna wear a jacket in the like a heavy winter jacket in the middle of summer. So I changed it to a track jacket, which doesn't have the same impact. But it is better than having people comment like, why is he wearing a winter jacket in the middle of summer? Anyway, the point is, think about things before you draw them. This is, by the way, this is the first thing I've drawn all day, because I finished dinner and then I started immediately setting up for the stream. So I did not warm up at all. I usually do some figure drawing so I can warm up and not have everything look terrible. But we're chilling today. Next week I'll probably do like actual sketching for comics, and I'll spend some time warming up my wrist. I've been thinking about getting back into. Please don't hurt yourself. Like, please be careful. I am not there to take care of you. Next week oh yeah, I've been wanting to get back into Awesome, but then I realized that because I use a screen tablet now, I can't do the thing where you like use a normal tablet when pro Awesome streamers and stuff who use like a little drawing tablet to. That's why I started doing Outsource originally when I was into it. Because it makes service more nimble. I can't fucking talk. I didn't go to talking school, I went to art school. I don't know shit. But the surface of the screen tablet is so big that unless I make the screen very small, I'd have to like move my wrist like 40 centimeters to go from one little ball to the other. I might try it anyway. It's fun, it always helps just making me feel better. Oh, I almost This is why I don't have a real camera, I have a live 2D avatar. Because I'm a fucking idiot and I just started flapping my arms like a chicken while I was talking about making my limbs loose and my joints loose. And I like elbowed one of the plants I have on my windowsill and it almost fell over. I like caught it at the last second. Imagine if I had an actual camera and you just saw the plant fall down. Also, that's why I don't have to shower. I haven't washed my hair in 2 days. Oh, more than that. Because I usually avoid washing my hair a lot because it's bad. So sometimes I just go into the shower and tilt my head out of the way. But because I was lazy and and yesterday was my day off and I didn't feel like showering, I didn't. And I woke up late today, so I haven't showered yet. So my hair's kind of greasy. I will shower as soon as the... What time is it? Oh, it's kind of late. Probably won't have time to shower today, so I'll have to be up all night and then shower as soon as my parents wake up so I don't wake up everyone. It's not pleasant, but at the same time, what can you do? I think he needs a graphic t-shirt, but I don't know what to put on it. Maybe I have some materials in Manga Studio that... Oh yeah, yesterday. Tomorrow I also have a doctor's appointment, so at some point I'm gonna have to get ready for that. Not today, but tomorrow. Though I am probably gonna stay up all night and just have a nap. Like, good thing I work from home, because I have no idea how I do it otherwise. I don't think I have anything. Oh. No, it just works. Sure. I would say yes, but I drink too much caffeine because I have the ADHD and the effect is lowered on me. But please don't give yourself a heart attack. I think this guy needs skinny jeans. All the cute emo boys wear skinny jeans. That's what I'm gonna do. and also contrasts with this primary character. I'm sure about shoes, maybe also Converse, because you can never go wrong with Converse. It is generally what people wear. Maybe Vans though. Yeah, I think I'll just drive with slip-ons. I should buy a new pair of Converse. But I don't want to buy off-brand and actual branded Converse are so expensive. They never last me more than like 6 months. I don't want to buy $80 shoes if then they're just as resistant. Not resistant. What's the word I want here? Like, I don't know if it's me or if they just make Converse worse than they did before. But I've had like legit Converse and they still like get fucked up really fast. Back in like February, I bought new shoes. I generally only have like, for most of my life I only had like one pair of shoes at a time because shoes are really expensive. And if you want good shoes, you have to splurge. Because, listen, cheap shoes are always gonna like get all fucked up really fast, and that's just wasting money. So after I got the Vans for my birthday, I saw some Supers on sale. I got it for like 55% off. So I got like $100 shoes for $40, and I was really excited for it. Except that was in February, and the lockdown happened very shortly after. So I have these really nice shoes that I barely ever wear, which is the most disappointing thing in the world. I am a little bit of a sneakerhead. Yeah, that's fine. Let's make his feet a little bigger. I was gonna like download Soundtrack by Twitch, and then that didn't work. So I had to find substitutes, and I went and I found these video game remixes that are pretty good actually. I didn't hear them before I started playing them for the stream, but it's fine. It's good. What I'm probably gonna do is just ask people, like go on Newgrounds and ask people if I can use their music for Twitch. But that involves spending time and talking to people, so maybe. I don't know. No, I don't do things. I spend 8 hours drawing comics and then I go to sleep. Wait, I just remember I have an assistant. I'll just make Tristan do it. I need to move Tristan from the US to over here so I can make him he can bring me coffee and clean my room. God, wouldn't that be nice if everyone just had someone else to do their shit for them? And speaking of which, I need to clean my room. I haven't been cleaning my room because I've been working long hours. And then I get tired. Like, even if I have the time to clean my room, I'm just so tired from actually working. Oh, he needs more of a middle part. It's not dirty, it's just such a mess. I was doing some Warhammer. You know, hobbies. People should have hobbies. And I decided to do it in the middle of the day because I already knew if I tried to do it. Because first of all, I was painting and turning on a air compressor when you live in an apartment building. Turning on an air compressor at like 9 at night is bad. So I took a break from drawing in the middle of the day, and I went to airbrush to prime some miniatures. And the airbrush didn't work, so I had to take it apart and clean it up, and I was getting bubbling in the airbrush, which means there's probably air leaking. So I had to like disengage the entire system so I could reapply Teflon tape to everything. So what was supposed to be a little break in the middle of the day from work just ended up being more work. Except it's work I'm not even getting paid for. Oh shit. So that was fun. And now I have, because I keep all my Warhammer stuff in a little crate. I had to create one of those plastic organization baskets. Not baskets. Am I stupid? Did my brain cells just like stay in bed today? It's so hard to talk right now, and I don't know why. But I basically have a box where I keep all my Warhammer stuff, and I was spray painting I wanted to spray paint a bunch of things, so I took it all off, and now it's just all over my other desk, and all over the floor. And I should clean it up, but if I clean it up, I'll have to put the minis that I need to prime back in, and I don't want to do that, because then I'll have to take them all out again. See, if I had my own place, which I don't because the economy, I could just have my own space that's just for hobby stuff. But I live in a room, a fairly large room at least, where I have to put in an office and a living room and a bedroom. And everything just on everything else. Also, I'm lazy. I have like, yeah, stupid bitches solidarity. I have a table next to my desk, right? Like a little IKEA table that I can put stuff in. And I usually draw storyboards for comics on paper. And for legit like several months, I had just a bunch of storyboards on that table. I have a bunch of binders that I use to organize paper drawings and stuff. And after several months, I had to like, how much? Like easily 50 sheets of paper. And I had to organize everything into those little, what do you call them? You know, those little, not folders, but the little plastic things you put inside binders to put paper in. And just put all the storyboards and the files. And some of them were like coffee stained. And there's probably still more, because I just put things everywhere. And then I know exactly where they are, but they're still in the way. I think it means the shorter face. That's part of why, like, I rarely ever work on paper anymore, except for storyboards, because doing paper for storyboards makes everything easier. Because you can, you have, if you do like 2 pages per sheet of paper, you're working in a small size, and that helps with thinking about storyboard. It's complicated. But working in a smaller surface helps with keeping things fresh and clean for storyboarding. Like, let's give him a little hair wings. There we go. He can have earrings because he's a little bit of a punk. He just looks nice. Yeah, I know. My computer's yelling at me, and I need to fix it. But to fix it, I have to end the stream. So I'm just gonna do like 30 more minutes, and then see if I can fix the problems with the stream for next time. I don't know. I already checked out like. Streamlabs is just eating up so much CPU, and I think it's because I'm streaming it like, I'm streaming it at a higher resolution. Because originally, the first stream I did 2 weeks ago, it outputted a very small resolution, so I bumped it up, but I think I bumped it up too much. And that's something I have to fix for next time. But keyword being next time, because you guys don't want, nobody wants to see me like fumble around with my stream settings for 30 minutes. So I think I'm just gonna keep drawing for until it's like an hour and a half of stream, and worry about it later. Because it takes so long to find anything on Streamlabs because I'm not used to it. Oh yeah, he has freckles. I'm not happy with his hair either, but his face is a little off. There's oh god, I'm tired. It's close enough to my vision that I'm willing to. That's a good point, but I'm fucking stupid. Okay, let me see if I can fix it. Can I change output in the middle of the video? I cannot. Okay. I'm gonna end the stream.